Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going fantastic and your journey to self-betterment is going better than fantastic. Today, I wanted to make a video answering a question to something I mentioned in my last video. In my last video, I was talking about how narcissists basically want to prevent you from realizing your true potential as a person, especially if they are a parent. But this can also be found in a teacher, sadly, which happened to me with several teachers, and also in early on relationships, such as so-called friendships, and also dating relationships that might also lead to marriage. Narcissists appear to want to keep you in a state of confusion and always being behind. Which, to digress for just a moment, this I think is one of the big issues with healing from dealing with a narcissist or narcissists. Again, as mentioned, and others have mentioned this before, even when not directly addressing narcissism. But there are some that have addressed toxic relationships, let's just say. And they will often mention that those that come from a solid home, with parents that love them, brothers and sisters they have a great relationship with, and good friends. These types, though, they aren't exempt from running into a toxic person or a narcissist. But if they do, though, these toxic types can cause a lot of damage. And I've seen instances where the entire family was broken up over this one person. But in a great many cases, there might be a family member that was able to see what was going on, so forth and so on. The breakup happens. Maybe some money is lost. But if that family wasn't directly affected by such a toxic person, and it was just the unaware individual that dated them or married them or became friends with this toxic person, usually these are the people that fare off pretty good with their healing process. Because by and large they have a network of people to help them. Maybe they can go back to the family home for a year and save their money again. Their brother or sister can help them land a really good job at their company and would be proud to do so. They can spend fun time with their family and friends and decompress and relax. They might even be able to go on a few fun trips. And thus the healing really kicks in. This has been talked about before by some in the know about toxic relationships and how they function and work. And these are the types that, though they are hurt, so to speak, they tend to come out the other side pretty good. However, those of us that were born into it, we are usually always in the arrears. We aren't where we want to be financially. And on top of that, the narcissist in our lives took the little money we did have and left us in a mountain of bills. And we don't have a loving relative that will offer us a rent-free place to stay for a year while we get it back together. We have no phone calls of love and friendship and assurance. We are always behind. And though I digressed onto this topic, it does tie in with my opinion with the question that was asked on my last video, regarding something I mentioned. I believe that it could be possible that narcissists don't just want to see you stuck here, but they might want to see you stuck in the hereafter, or to lose your place in heaven. And there was a question basically asking how that could be. Here's the thing. No one knows what someone is thinking and or feeling. No one knows. And I would hope those that were in our lives that are narcissists secretly cry out to God in their hearts and ask for forgiveness. And it saddens me to know that though we don't know what a person is thinking, that based on what we do know, the chances of that are very low. Because a great amount of these people don't have empathy at all. And from what we can tell, many of these people likely don't feel bad for when they treat others terribly. Actually, from what we can tell, it's a good possibility they might actually enjoy it. Now, how does this tie into them possibly And I say possibly wanting us to lose our way or place in heaven. Well, as I've mentioned before, narcissists are incredibly jealous people. Even when they really shouldn't be. I've seen some narcissists that appear to have tons of things going their way. And here comes along someone that doesn't appear to have much. But that little they do have, the narcissist will zero in on and likely be jealous of. And the main thing they appear to envy is your ability to be genuine and your ability to be liked. And you seeing the world through very upbeat and hopeful eyes. Here's an example. You have an older person in a gang, let's say, that has a young person go out and do something pretty bad to prove themselves to the gang. Do you think this older gang member has this younger person's best interest at heart? No. They see a blank canvas with this young person. And they see themselves for what they are. A person full of bad experiences and a bad life. And instead of throwing that gang mess down and stopping, they export it to those that are young to take on. And wear that jacket of anger and lack of empathy for others. Because they feel doomed. Misery loves company. So they want you to feel doomed right along with them. Now anyone can cry out to God. However, some people never will for whatever reason. And most of us have seen that look in the narcissist's face. Almost like a computer malfunctioning when they see us do something without expecting something in return. It's like they are seeing something that doesn't exist in their minds. It's like they can't wrap themselves around the fact something like that can be real. And that's when they go into overdrive with the attempt to ruin your life and to turn you away from good things. And to turn you away from God and His blessings. Now this doesn't mean again you can't cry out to God. But it's my opinion that it might be possible that the narcissist doesn't want you to. They want to see you stuck as they feel like they are stuck. Again. Think about Satan in the Bible. Satan knows his time is short. So basically he's trying to get as many people to follow him so he won't be the only one missing out on God's mercy and love. Again. We honestly don't know what goes on in the mind of the narcissist. All we can go off of is our many dealings with them. And sadly when you look at it, it appears this might be the case. With that said, thank you for the question. I appreciate it. It sparks good conversation and great topics to discuss. Because the more we share, the more we grow. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.